Hello everyone, it's Seekingjess and I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. I'm super excited to have you here and I really hope you will enjoy the information that I'm going to share with you today. So a common thing that I hear is that people think that vegans do not get enough iron. And there might be some little truth to it, especially we women, we sometimes suffer from an iron deficiency. And there are some reasons maybe as to why and also how we could fight that. So first of all, what is iron? So iron is essential. With essential, we mean that the body can't create it ourselves, which means we need to get that from a dietary source. The main purpose of iron is that it helps your blood cells to carry oxygen throughout the body and to your tissues. And of course, it helps your body to produce energy, which will help you throughout the day. So iron is an important component of hemoglobin and it's the substance in red blood cells which, as I mentioned, helps you carry oxygen throughout your body. So if you don't have enough iron, your body can't produce those healthy oxygen carrying red blood cells. So a lack of red blood cells basically can cause anemia, which I think a lot of people have heard of before. That means your body can't get enough oxygen. So I kind of tried to explain it in a simple way. I hope it made sense. So of course, if you don't have enough oxygen in your body, you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel weak, you might have pale skin, your fingernails and your hair might get very weak and very like broken. You can have a headache. There are many different symptoms that, can be caused by anemia. I will put the daily recommended allowance in the description box down below so you can have a look at it. But what I would like to talk about here is that with iron, it's very difficult for your body to regulate the consumption. So it's not with like calcium. Calcium, your body can regulate it. So if you have too much, you will probably excrete it through like when you go pee, you will probably excrete the extra calcium that your body doesn't need. Whereas with iron, it remains in your body. So here you can see a problem, right? So if you don't have enough iron, you can get anemia, whereas if you have too much iron, it's also very bad for your body. It can increase the risk of heart disease, cancer, or other inflammatory conditions. So if there is too much iron in your liver, your heart, and pancreas, it can have serious issues. So to explain the whole situation, especially when it comes to a vegan diet, it's important to understand that there are two types of iron. There's heme iron and there's non-heme iron. So heme iron is only found in animal products, such as meat, poultry, seafood, and fish. Actually, this iron is typically absorbed better by the body. That's the case because when we eat meat, meat is very similar to our own body. That's why it's easier for the body to absorb it. But here's the problem. With the heme iron, the body cannot regulate the amount of iron the body absorbs. So it doesn't matter if we need the iron or not, the body will absorb it. Whereas with non-heme iron, which is only found in plant products, it is a different case. Because when your body, for example, really needs iron, our intestines know that and they will increase the absorption. Also, if our iron is too high, it will block it and we will not take any more iron into our body. So here it is easier to have a healthy range of the iron that our body needs. And in that case, it's also safer for consumption. As you can see, there are two different types of iron. Now it's up to everyone, if you're on a vegan diet or if you're on a non-vegan diet, to try to regulate iron consumption. Of course, there's other ways of taking pills or anything like that, but that should be done with caution and always, with the advice from a doctor. So if you're vegan and you're scared you're not getting enough iron, there's different things that you can do. Of course, it's always best to have a whole food plant-based diet, which consists of many different products, such as grains, legumes, greens, beans, fruits, vegetables, especially like pumpkin, sesame seeds, tahini, dark chocolate and cocoa have a lot of iron, which is very good for you. Whereas spinach is not a good source because it has also other components which can cause that the iron is not absorbed that well and even hinder the absorption of iron. How can we increase iron absorption? It's always good to eat vitamin C with the iron that you're eating. So, for example, citrus fruits like oranges or lemons, but also berries and tropical fruits, peppers or cauliflower. And other vegetables also have a lot of vitamin C, such as broccoli, kale, collard, Swiss chards, and Brussels sprouts. On the other hand, there are also foods that impair iron absorption. And these foods are dairy products, such as milk, but also coffee, black and green tea. You should always try to be cautious with coffee and any type of tea actually. So if you want to have it 2 hours before your meal or 2 hours after your meal, but not at the same time as your meal. As I mentioned, it might impair the iron absorption. So again, if you think you're iron deficient, it's always best to actually go to your doctor and ask and make a blood test to be sure that is the case. If you feel tired or dizzy or anything like that, it's always maybe good, to have a healthy diet and try to get it right with your diet. But if it's really bad, you should always consult a doctor first before you try to make any self-analysis. So how much should you consume in order to be sure that you're getting enough iron? It's probably best if you consume at least 2 servings of legumes a day, which are beans, lentils or peas or anything like that. And they have so many other great nutritious benefits that will definitely also give you another bunch of healthy nutrients that your body needs anyways. And what I would also suggest is probably having a handful of nuts and seeds a day. I will just put in a few other things in the description box down below if you're scared that you're not getting enough iron. These are foods that are very high in iron, so try to consume them on a daily basis. And yeah, they're always very easy to prepare, very healthy. And in generally, I would say, to sum it up, it's that it's always the safest to have a whole food plant-based diet. Of course, if you're, for example, vegan and you're already eating very unhealthy, and yeah, maybe if you're a non-vegan, vegans can eat very unhealthy too, you should be concerned that there might be some deficiencies that you're having. But if you've taken care of a very healthy lifestyle, you should be covered. But again, especially as a woman, you should always be sure that you're not having any deficiencies. And maybe also try to go to the doctor every 6 months or every year to get a blood test done and see what you're missing, or if you're really as healthy as you think. Alright, that was it for my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, that would make me super happy, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!